check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Keyword said south. Looking for K6TSK if he happens to be around. K6TSK, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Northern California. I'll take anybody else that's listening. K6MYC, a couple of minutes early. Is everybody still in bed? Oh, this isn't morning. This is evening. Yeah, still in the easy chair watching TV. Well, I think Aaron's there. My screen's black. Hello.
Yep, I'm here. K6USY. 1079 and Bozo 1100.
We got you. I don't know what happened to my radio today. I turned it over to the 146 band with my memory, and it came up 146.8089 CW, of all things. I haven't been on CW. I don't know how it got in that mode. Over.
Yeah, it's probably that band register thing that the radios have. You might have had one of your band registers set to that, but yeah, it makes it a little annoying when it doesn't go right back to where you had it.
No, I did. I just tuned it back to where I had it and then changed it back from CW to upper sideband. I managed to find the right buttons to do that. It wasn't easy, but I did it. But it was kind of funny. I go, how in the hell did it get over there? I mean, I can see going down the band to 090, and that might have been where I thought I was. But why would I be on CW? That's the thing. So, anyway, somehow it got glitched. It was in the memory. That's the thing. See, when it's in the memory, it should come up with all the normal stuff. I've got 3 memories on 2 meters. One is 144.200, one is 144.240, and one is 146.1 for this band. So how it got on 146.089 CW is beyond me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. That's weird. K6US.
KM6SR, number 432. Quick check-in, and I got to go over to our local net. I'm calling.
Okay, we'll let you go. Maybe you'll get back here before we finish, or you can meet us up on 6 meters, I guess, huh?
That sounds like a plan. KM6SR, QXY over to the local Aries net.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, well, I'm pointed south, but I won't stay this way much longer because we don't usually have any checkers, check-inners from this direction except Ralph. K6TSK, if you're listening, Ralph, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Northern California, Bozo 47 here. No Ralph. He's probably down 10. Well, I don't know where he goes on this band because Bill and Mike don't have 222 anymore, so there's nobody to talk to here that points south. Maybe Ken occasionally. Ken usually goes down and gets him 10 down. I don't know if Ken's going to be here tonight or not.
No, considering he tried to check in twice last night and then disappeared, so I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, if he could say more than 226s here, it would last longer, and then it would be timed differently than my mic keying.
Yeah, he tries to get in edgewise when he just needs to keep talking, and then you'll hear him. Yeah, he's usually pretty quick.
Yeah, he just has to talk a little bit longer, and then I'll know he's there. I hear most other breakers. I don't miss very many people. Anyway, maybe he'll be here tonight. We'll see. I guess it's time. What time do you have, Aaron?
We are right at 7:30.
Okay, 7:30, and we'll call to the Southland one more time. CQ South Bozo Net beaming into the Los Angeles and San Diego area. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Delta Mike 07 calling Bozo Net, Southern California, and standing by. Okay, I think it's time to go to Santa Cruz. Somewhere over here is Santa Cruz. Let's see, KW6S, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, KW6S, Santa Cruz, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S, 610. Yeah, I'm here and on time tonight.
Well, you are. We were pointed south for the first few minutes to see if we could get Ralph to come up. But Ralph is always busy doing something else and doesn't come up at 7:30. I said, if you can be pointed north at 7:30, I can work you on every band and give you another check-in. But so far, he hasn't remembered to do that. Anyway, good morning, good evening, Tom. You're sounding nice and crisp and clean tonight, over.
Well, I just got out of the shower. So, yeah, I've been doing antenna work with a friend for the last couple of days, and but I'm here tonight, and things sound real quiet tonight here on most of the bands. I don't have any of the radar on this band, although I was hearing it on 10 meters a little bit earlier. So everything's going really good here. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, I bet you if we went over to 432 and I pointed toward Vandenberg, I would hear the radar out of Beale. I heard it out of the Bay Area, and I heard it out of Vandenberg last Thursday. So there was something on more than just your average alert level. Of course, we know quite what it is with well, the Russian planes didn't incursion. They did not fly into the no-fly zone in Alaska, but they were in the zone right next to it, which was okay. But the only thing that made it a little weird is it was their nuclear bombers that were flying that route, which makes everybody a little uneasy.
Yeah, that's never a good thing, and not even when they're yours.
Anyway, I think we'll see what happens with this peace deal that Trump and Netanyahu brokered with all the other European and the Middle Eastern guys there. Everybody seems to be on board with the plan that Trump came up with. I don't think it was Trump alone. We had a lot of suggestions and help, but they're letting him being the forward guy on the thing. and Netanyahu is going along with a lot of compromises. And typically they're all expecting the same thing. They're expecting Hamas to turn it down. But then at that point, Trump's given Netanyahu and his team to go in and go ahead and take it over. They got it surrounded right now, the Gaza City or wherever the hell the Hamas guys are located. They're surrounded, and from what I can tell, over the last year or so, the IDF has taken out all the Hamas leaders, so now they're down to junior level leaders running the show. So they're either going to be stupid and stubborn, or they're going to be alive and moved out of that area. Over.
Yeah, I haven't followed that real close, but yeah, I know that part of the world, negotiations don't seem to work. They seem to work up front, but don't seem to last long. I'm hoping this would be a little different than that.
Well, every other nation is behind Israel and Trump on this one, and if they have to in 72 hours, I think he's given the Hamas people 72 hours to make up their mind and take the deal, or be obliterated, be a piece of history. So everybody else is going along with us, and at that point, it'll be they're going to try and form a kind of a temporary Palestinian government, helped out by some of the other nations interceding with their own people. I don't exactly understand the whole thing, but it's been pretty well worked out. And they want to reinstitute Palestine and the Palestinians, but they may even give a small role to the PLO, which may or may not be a mistake. They won't have a big role, but at least they'll have a voice, and they still have followers. So anyway, it remains to be seen, but most of the people that are experts say that Hamas will not buy the deal. They'll not go along with it, and it'll be all over in 72 hours plus a couple of minutes afterwards. Over.
Yeah, I'll be watching that to see how it turns out. Let's see. I will be around for 6, I think, but I'm not sure. Just got a couple of things I've got to get done tonight, and we'll see if I'm still here for 6 or not. And otherwise, I should be here tomorrow night and the rest of the week.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Tom. Anyway, we'll let you go, and we'll slide up into the Bay Area and see if we can catch Fred and a few others up that way. So thanks for coming up here, and hopefully we'll catch you on 6. I'll try to get toward you as quick as I can. In fact, I could probably even start with you right after this, Ned, if you want to do that. I'll start, then I'll just head right up to Nevada, but I'll leave the antenna toward you initially when I make the first opening calls on 6 meters, and then I'll give you time. You'll know when we finish here. 7-3, KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, K6MYC.
It sounds like a good plan, Mike. Thanks for being a little flexible there for me. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay. KW6S, K6MYC, now looking up into the Bay Area. KD6SOK, WV6JNN, and whoever, K6MYC, Bozo Net 220. 285, I hear you. Go ahead, Jim, and let me get centered on you there and see if we can get a peek on you. I'm not quite sure these days where to point, so some days it's the band that shifts, and other days I'm out of calibration. Hi. WV6JNN 285, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, WV6JNN in San Jose, and it's been nice to day this afternoon, but this morning was pretty gray. Just overcast all morning long. But the cat and I sat on the patio in the afternoon and had some nice warmer weather, not exactly what I call warm, but 70s. So can't complain too much about 70s. And that's about how it is in San Jose as far as the day is concerned. And I talked to a guy on 40 meters, by the way, and he lived at Fort Ord as a youngster, and in Wisconsin he married a gal there, and they were there for a year. Now he's in Idaho up in the Panhandle. So we had a nice chat about things because we had some points of reference. WB6JNN.
Yeah, I missed one thing. You talked to a guy on 40, and then I lost context there. What did he say?
Well, we had lived in he grew up in Fort Ord. I guess his dad was in the military, and so he knew the Monterey Bay area. And he also married a gal in Wisconsin who was there for about a year with her before going to Idaho. So there you go. And so we had a good discussion about various things.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet you did with a couple of, that was what you were mentioning about a frame of reference. Yeah, a common frame of reference there. You must have been, was he down in Texas? Is that where he was? You must have been working him last night, huh?
No, that was this morning, noonish, and he was calling CQ. But no, he's in Idaho and Panhandle.
Oh, okay. Well, you must have been up there pretty early this morning then, because the band doesn't hold up for them past about 8:30 their time, so that would have been 6:30 our time here. You must have been up early, huh?
Well, no, that was afterwards. It was, come to think of it, was earlier morning, but it was 7 or 7:30. But it was a little late today on folding up. So, and actually, the net that I have locally at 9:30, we frequently get in Idaho and Utah to get in there.
Oh, he was in Utah?
No, the Panhandle of Idaho.
I thought you said Panhandle. Okay. Okay, well, that was good. I know, I hear the W5s at that hour or even later, 8:30, they're still coming in for me, but I've got a 3-element Yagi at 100 feet, and you don't. So I hear stuff that a lot of people don't hear. Anyway, very good. I'm sure that was a fun QSO with all the Wisconsin and Fort Ord and local Bay Area. You knew that area down around Santa Cruz and all that stuff pretty well too. All right, let's see if I haven't heard Fred in here, but Fred's probably here, so let's see if we can pick Fred up. KD6SOK, if you're there, Fred, K6MYC Bozo Net.
W6PQL.
W6PQL. I don't hear Fred, but we'll put down 1296 and go ahead.
Okay, well, good evening to you, and I hear Jim pretty well tonight. I don't know why. I had the antenna in the usual spot where he's in the old null, but I'm hearing him pretty well. Good evening to you, Jim. Nothing new to report from Fremont. So back to you, Mike, K6MYCW6PQL.
I mean, after listening to the news with all the stuff that's going on today, you don't have any news? Anything to talk about? Almost a peace deal with the Middle East. I don't think it'll happen, but at least they got a pretty good agreement on what they've offered to the Hamas guys. That's a big deal in the big sense of the picture. And, of course, if it doesn't go through, it won't be the first time. But it will also be the last time for Hamas because Trump's given them the green light to go ahead and get that war over with, and as quick as possible. The whole place is surrounded. They got IDF all around the area. They're completely surrounded. And if they don't give up and surrender and go for this peace deal, then they're going to be history. Anyway, that's fairly interesting news, and we'll see what happens over the next 2 or 3 days. They've got 72 hours, I guess, from the time that it was initiated. Something else happened in Trump's office today. Oh, he had a meeting about the shutting down of the country also. And the hypocrisy of the Democrats is mind-boggling, unbelievable. Everything that they've said that they wouldn't do, and that you shouldn't shut down the government, and you have to have closed borders, and all of a sudden they want just the opposite, and that ain't going to fly either. So that was other big news today. I guess it's pending tomorrow to Wednesday morning. W6PQL, K6MYC. Did you golf today? You said you were going to give me an update.
Not golf today, but I was doing so poorly that I stopped keeping score after the third hole, so there's nothing to report to you other than I did horrible.
Oh, you were heading for a 120 round, huh?
Maybe a 220 round.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. You're not supposed to count all those flubs off the tee.
Yeah, it was a bad day all around. I just was very uncoordinated, so we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, okay. I hear my radio jumping off the shelf here, so Ken, WA6OIB, must be down working Ralph there. Anyway, good evening, and we'll look for you on 6, hopefully a little bit later. Hopefully you can make it back to the shack by 8:45 or so. Good evening to you for now. If you only will stick around a second, maybe you'll hear somebody that I don't hear. Sometimes we do not hear John there, KB6 Japan, Juliet Mike Sugar, I believe it is, in East San Jose, or no, he's in Central San Jose near the airport. Sometimes I don't hear him, and I'm not even sure he has 220, but it seemed to me I remember him working. I'm working him on almost every band here. Anyway, let's see if Fred is here. Fred, are you around anywhere? KD6SOK, K6MYC. Boy, I don't hear Fred tonight. How about WA6AXX or K6KLY or KB6BA or anybody else that's hearing us here on 222 in the Bay Area? Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Hi, this is Kilo 6 Whiskey, India Sugar.
Well, you're loud. Pretty nice signal on the backscatter, Paul. K6WIS, K6MYC, go ahead.
Sure. Good evening, Mike and Jim. Mike here, 5x5 to 5x6, and Jim PQL is the 5.7 to 5.8. Over.
Well, plenty of signal from both of us, then. That's good. Okay. And I take it you are all alone. Hopefully we'll hear you on 6. Sometimes you don't stick around. Maybe you'll get into dinner and forget to get on for 6, but we'd like to catch you on 6 meters tonight. We're all kind of anxious about Bill, KO6KD, and so we're looking for anybody that has any news on how Bill's doing. He's been very ill, I guess, over the last 4 or 5 days. So we're all kind of keeping an ear out for Bill there. Anyway, back to you, Paul, and a very nice signal, easy copy here tonight, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Okay, listen out for Bill. I hope he's not too bad and is going to recover soon. I don't usually do the 6-meter net because, I've had a full day work in the Bay Area and just got home, and I want to have a shower and fix myself some dinner, and then I hit the shack at about 8:30 or 9 p.m. Over. 226 is here.
And there he is. Hi, 226. We got you. And I heard you down the band, so you must have worked Ralph. I tried to call Ralph on this frequency at 7:25 and 7:30, but he didn't want to show up here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And good evening to Paul there. I'm copying Paul tonight. Not too bad. Paul, are you copying me?
Hey, Mikey.
I sure am, Ken. WA6OIB, K6WIS on the bounce pass from the Bay Area. You're about a 5x3, Ken. Over.
You're about the same, about a 5x3, but I caught you up at 325, so that's in the middle. So I'm getting some kind of crazy bounce. But But anyway, good evening to you there. And I'm sorry to hear about Bill up there, Mike. Yeah, I'm hoping he's okay. K6MYC and the gang, WE6OIB.
Yeah, nobody knew last night. I thought that John up there, KR6MR, who talks to him regularly on the FM link, 220 link that they have, would know, and I thought that Darren would know, who also chats with him on the same link, and both guys had only knew that he was under the weather. So we didn't get anything specific from Bill, but he hasn't been on 40 meters in the morning with us, and he hasn't checked into any net since Wednesday. So we're a little bit nervous. He had a very, very high fever, and probably he could have gone to the hospital for all we know. That's probably where he should have gone if the fever persisted. Anyway, that's what's going on. Hang on a second, Ken, because Jim broke back in and said, Mikey, go ahead, W6PQL, go ahead.
I forgot to mention that I got an email from Steve, W6SSW, today, and what he's doing is he's selling his stuff. He's got an IC9100 with all the stuff in it, including the 1296 part, and says he'll throw in a few antennas to go along with it too. 9100, I think, is the one that goes HF, VHF, UHF, and also 1296 if you have that module. And this unit has that module. He's asking $1,000 for everything. So I told him, okay, I'll go ahead and pass that along. So there you go.
Same email there, Jim.
Okay, so he's, I didn't see that. I looked at his email and what addresses it went to, and I didn't see that. So, good. I guess he's getting the word out.
Who was it again that's giving up?
Too, and, yeah, he's just, he's, the wind's out of his sails, I guess. He's not that interested right now. So he's getting rid of all his stuff. So I told him we were very, very sad about that because we like to talk to him over.
I didn't catch who it is, Ken.
Probably passed the word for him also.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay, very good. Now that's Steve up there, Discovery Bay, SSW, Mike.
SSW. Steve in Discovery Bay. It doesn't ring a bell for some reason.
That's 793. You used to be here all the time.
He quit checking in, Mike, and we were wondering what was going on with him. KM6SR.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. I can't bring up. For some reason, I just can't bring him up. He's I don't know where Discovery Bay is. What else is he? Where's he in the northern? Is he in the Bay Area somewhere?
Yeah, he's up there real close to Ken up there. Ken's not that far away from him.
Okay. Boy, I just can't. He must have been. See, my memory only lasts a month and a half, and it must be 46 days since I talked to him or something. I can't remember him, but that's the sad thing. What was his reason? Is he in ill health, or is he just trying to downsize, or what, Ken? Over.
Yeah, he's into other things and whatnot. Just not interested anymore. But yeah, he hasn't checked in probably in over 6 months that I know of. It's been a long time. But he was there all the time. So you got used to him, and then he disappeared. And I guess he left your memory there. Sorry about that. W6SSW, Steve up there in Discovery Bay. And I thought maybe 793 might ring your bell, but maybe not.
Well, the number sort of rings a bell, and so does Steve. But and SSW, of course, I've heard it. I just can't get my head around it in that sense, and I should, because I probably worked him 100 times. Well, anyway, okay, so we, and he's got an email address. Is he okay on the call book, Ken?
I don't know if I haven't checked that, but I've got all his addresses. And I talked to him on the phone because I was concerned, so I called him up when I got the email.
Okay, and did you get any other information on how to contact him there, Jim? Over. W6PQL. must have got over on another thing. Well, I'm sure that it's W6 Sugar Whiskey. Is that the call, Ken?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, he used to always work on his boat there, and sometimes he would miss the net working on his boat. KM6SR.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Boy, he just disappeared like a rocket. He was on one day, and he never showed up again. I know who it is now. It makes a bit. Yeah, he lived on the right on the Delta there.
Yep, that's the one. Ken, WA6OIB, did you have a check-in from Ralph tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, Mike already got that. You got it.
Okay, good. Ralph gets after me if I don't include him in there if he checks in. Thank you. KM6SR, standing by.
Yeah, I called him. I called him at 7:25 and 7:28 and 7:30 and 7:32 and finally gave up and came up here and hooked up with Tom, KW6S. So that's who we got checked in, along with WB6J and then Rob 285.
Okay, got him down. And then, of course, Jim and Ken and Paul, I assume is 637?
That's it, yeah. So that's all of them so far. Let's just see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area for 222, and if not, we'll go up and get Oakley. QRZ, the Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 222. Check-ins, please.
Yeah, I got a relay, Mike. This is K6WIS.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, the two Clear Lake stations, KA606, Kent, and N1PPP, Dave, over.
Oh, very good, very good. So 336 and 160, Rob.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Paul. And sorry, hopefully they'll stick around. We're just about heading in their direction right now. One last call for the Bay Area, and we'll go right toward them, K6MYC. Missing Fred tonight. I don't know where Fred is. KD6SOK, last call, Fred.
Somebody's really strong up here.
Okay, I didn't have very good copy at the beginning. Is this Fred?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mike. Yeah, there's one. Okay, now you're strong. You're really strong. I guess getting in over the here. Anyway, I hear you fine. No problem.
Yeah, I came by you the first time, and I guess you weren't there. How was your weekend? Everything okay?
Yeah, just kind of busy working on some things for work, but yeah, it was okay. But I almost missed the net here. I had myself late there, so that was just cool. I almost missed it.
Okay, boy, you're very light for me tonight. I'm having a tough time copying, but Ken, are you doing any better with Fred there?
No, I was on the other side of the room, but yeah, I've been copying him.
Okay, see if he's got anything specific. I just can't. I don't have my good hearing aids. I'm having hearing aid problems here, so I'm not hearing as well as I should. Fred, take it again and talk to Ken. He can copy you WA6OIB. KD6SOK, Cupertino, K6MYC. Go ahead, Fred.
Okay, Mike, I hear you just fine. I'm not sure why you can't hear me, but Ken's just blasting in here. He's really strong. He's stronger than you are. So anyway, good evening, Ken. Good signals from the south there, so waiting for the rain. That's what we're waiting for. No rain yet. 86SOK. Good evening, Ken.
Yeah, good evening, Fred. KD6SOK, WA6OIB. Okay, very good. Yeah, nothing specific, Mike. He just was having trouble copying you there, and I got a better shot tonight. You usually have a better shot, but for some reason the conditions are a little different tonight. So, anyway, he's just saying hi to everybody. KD6SOK, K6MYC to take it, WA6OIB.
Yeah, well, I copied him pretty well in the last transmission. In the middle there, he took a little fade, and I was trying to find a peak on him, and I lost context on his transmission there. He's not strong tonight. Fred sometimes is quite good on 222, but I'm hampered with the hearing. I don't have my Bluetooth going correctly. Then when I got the new hearing aids, they didn't work at all very well. They work sort of, but they're distorted. with the new hearing aid, so there's some glitch in level or something. Both of the Bluetooth boxes are linked up to the hearing aids, but they don't, I can't turn the volume up so I can hear it, and when I turn the volume up, it just goes into flat topping, Ken. So that's why I'm struggling here. So I'm trying to listen through the speaker, and I'm not doing too good there with my older hearing aids. Hi. Thanks for putting up with the old man here. All right. Thank you, Fred, and we'll talk to you perhaps tomorrow on 1296, and I'll be in a little better shape tomorrow with better speakers in the barn than I have here tonight. KD6SOK for your final K6MYC.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, we got 52, Mikey. We got 52.
Thank you, Ken. You guys are doing really well up here tonight. The 86SOK, 73 everyone. Sorry I got in so late. I just caught the tail end of the conversation. Somebody's getting out of ham radio, but I didn't get the beginning of that at all. I just switched this thing on. So, all right, 73, Mike.
Yeah, well, the guy that's quitting ham radio, or not quitting, but he's selling all his equipment, is W6 Sugar Whiskey Steve up in Discovery Bay. He lives right on the delta there. And he was very active for quite a while. I always had a good signal down here. But I think he can be reached. He must have an email address that's okay, because he sent Ken an email, I think. He wants $1,000 for a complete setup. I think it's an ICOM 910. Has all the bands HF through, including a microwave, a module for the 1296 band. So quite a nice deal. Over.
9100, Mikey.
What's that? Go ahead.
I say it's a 9100, and we do have number 52.
It's a 9100, Mike. 9100.
Yeah, I got that, but what did you say about 52?
He got 52 checked in.
Oh, 52. He checked it in. Okay. Doubled up on me there. I wasn't expecting that so rapidly here. It must be 8 o'clock here. Okay. Good. Anyway, that's the story, Fred. I don't know if you're interested in an all-inclusive radio with all the bands in one radio for yourself there. Over.
I'll give it some thought. I'll think about it. I still have that old PS 790, which I use on 1296. That's all I use it for.
And that was multipath garble. I couldn't get it, Ken.
Yeah, Fred, say that again. I didn't copy very well that time either.
The only thing I use it for is 1296. That's about it.
No, you faded out completely for me now. You were so good earlier. K86SOK, W86OIB, Whiskey 6 Sugar Whiskey, W6SSW. I think he's okay on the. Hang on, I got an email for him if you're interested.
Just was indicating he's going to think about it, and for your info, it's about 2 generations newer, maybe 3. After the IC910H came the IC9100, which covered HF also. Over.
The email we got on the Bozo list is steven.winslow@att.net.
You're covering everybody. The newest one. So this was the one before the 9700, and the 9700 does not have HF, but the 9100 does.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal for ICOM 9100.
You have one, don't you, Paul?
Yes, I do. And it's in the cupboard right now. I haven't used it for a couple of years, but it's being ready for action when I need it. It does all the HF fans for 6 meters, and the VHF and the UHF, plus it's got the 1296 module. So it's got everything. It's quite hungry for 12-volt power. It takes a lot of work, and it gets quite warm. That's the only negative.
Okay. By the way, you do turn it on occasionally, do you not?
Oh, it's been at least 3 years since I turned it on. So yeah, that's a good point there, Jim. I should turn it on and get those electrolytic capacitors doing their stuff again, over.
Yeah, I lost a couple of radios by letting them sit for several years, and so yeah, it's a good idea.
Yep, thanks for the suggestion.
Mr. Eagleson?
Hey, Jim.
Yes, I can copy you there, Jim. WB6JNN, this is K6WIS. I got you about a 4x1, 4x2, over. Yeah, you're actually perfectly copyable, so I'll make that a Q5 there. So 5x2 there, Jim, 5x2. So you must be pointed maybe towards the west, towards the Santa Cruz Mountains, perhaps, over. Oh, 340 degrees. Okay, that's sort of more pointing up towards San Bruno and the airport, San Francisco airport, over. Geometrical then, yep, okay. So that's just sort of north of Mount Amanum there, over. So thanks for the QSO, Jim. This is K6WIS clear with WB6JNN.
Okay. Very good, Paul. Thanks. I'm glad you made it with Jim there. All right, if there's anybody else in the Bay Area, come now. Otherwise, I'm going to go out on up and get N6RO in Oakley. Here we go. I don't hear any other check-ins from the Bay Area. And I guess Fred got what he needed out that information on the what was it, a 9100, Ken? Is that what the number of the model was?
Yeah, that's correct, 9100. I've got one for sale here, too. The club does. It was donated to them, but it doesn't have the 1200. It's got everything else, but it doesn't have the 1200 in it, so but we're going to let that go at a real good price. If I don't sell before then, it'll be on the November swap out at Larry's.
Yeah, well, it sounds like $1,000 for that stuff that Steve's selling is a good deal for that radio.
Yes, it does, with the 1200 module, and he's going to throw in some in. I just looked at my email. I got it August 27th, but then I talked to him after that on the phone. So anyway, I've got all of his information, emails, phone numbers, and all that stuff if somebody needs it.
Okay. If you tell that to Ken, to Fred if he's interested. All righty, we'll move on here. Sounds like a good deal for somebody. Here we go, K6MYC going up to Oakley. Let's see if we can get N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, sort of recovered from the weekend.
We are, huh? Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, good strong signal here, and Ken is also here. Ken, say hello to Ken.
Yeah, hi Ken. Sounded good tonight. WA60IB.
Yeah, you too, Ken. Yeah, I slept all day today. I was behind on my average sleep night. 2 or 3 days last week, and it took today to recover from all of that, plus 2 all-nighters in the contest. But I could sing bass right now.
Well, you're getting kind of long in the tooth to keep those kind of hours, Ken.
What's that?
You said you're getting too long in the tooth to keep those hours.
Yeah, longer to recover every time I do it. That's what I do.
Well, I didn't work the contest at all. I slept till 1 o'clock on Saturday. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just used the RTC one. I don't know if you still do that or not.
Alrighty. Well, we'll let you go. We'll see you in a little bit on 6 meters, Ken. N6RO835 K6MYC. Anybody else in this direction for 222? Check in. Over. Nothing heard. All of the Clear Lake boys have 222, and they did check in with Paul. Clear Lake. Anybody copy up there? How about N1 PPP? How about you, Dave? Well, he's apparently not listening this way. Let's go into the. Let's see, 221. That should be close to KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6 Kilo Delta. Are you up and around and running, Bill? KO6KD, Roseville, K6MYC, Bozo Net 222.
Yeah, hey Mike. Good evening, one and all. Yeah, I'm up and moving around slowly, but I'm here. Good evening, one and all. K6MYC in the Bozo group. Here's KO6KD, Bozo 776, Charlie Mike 98. Let's see here, which one am I supposed to do? I was supposed to tell you what the temperature was today. It was 76, and we're expecting some rain. Well, anyway, you know what they say about the rain. We'll get it if we get it. If we don't, we don't. But anyway, hopefully I've given you a long enough transmission to get the antenna zoomed in on me, and I should be pointing towards you. I'm running full power. K6MYC from KO6KD.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad to hear you back. Did your fever finally break, Bill? Over.
It comes and goes still. I'm pretty sure it's a blood infection that it's because of my leg. I had a situation here a little over a week ago where I'm not going to get into a lot of detail, but I bled profusely from my leg. It was a mess. I'd ruined part of the carpet here in the shack, and anyway, this other lymphatic fluid that oozes, leaches out of my leg got into, and this has happened before. It then gets into the area where I'm bleeding from, and then I wind up getting lymphatic fluid into my bloodstream. I get very, very sick, and in the past, once I went into septic shock from it, so I have to be very careful about it. But thank God, knock on wood, praise the Lord, I did not. Apparently this time, but I'm still fighting it. I still get the chills from time to time. I still break out in sweat. I run a lot of low-grade fevers, 99.5. So and then it breaks, and I sweat a lot. This is just the way it's going now, and there's nothing I can do about it because basically, you could say I have no medical advice, so I have no medical support. But that's what happens when you're in my situation. I'm not going to get into politics. KO6KD.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, it's great to hear you back, and hopefully we'll see you in the morning. It's possible that K7VO, Bob will be back in the morning. We did have K7KF in there this morning. The only one that was missing was you and AI7D, and K7VO, of course, isn't maybe back yet. We'll look for you in a few minutes, Bill, on 6 meters. Ken may want to say hello to you there, and go ahead, Ken. WA60IB, K6MYC.
Yeah, KO6KD, WA60IB. Well, I'm sure sorry you've had to go through all that. My goodness, that's not good at all. I'll let Glenn know, and we'll get together and team up on you there. KO6KD, WA60IB.
Well, it's good to hear your voice, Ken. Thank you. Thank you for offering to do that. You guys are so nice, and I will appreciate in every way you can possibly imagine the support. Well, anyway, no sense of taking up that time, but thank you again. Thank you very, very much, and I'll say 7-3 to you and Glenn. We'll catch you next time around. Mike 7-3 for now, and I'll try to see you up on 6 here in a few minutes. KO6 Kitty.
Okay, very good, Bill. See you on 6, and then, of course, tomorrow morning, hopefully you'll feel good and get up in time, but don't press it. If you don't feel like getting up, you don't have to check in. We'll pass the word on. Phil was quite concerned and so on. Thanks, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC, clear with you and looking for anybody else on 222 in this direction. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? Over. I didn't think so, so here we go up to Nevada, and we're going to Nevada. That should be about right about there. And we'll look for KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec London, or N7 Whiskey Tango. Who do we have in here tonight? Over.
How about 272, KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, very good, Daniel. Well, we got you. 272, good signal. And thanks for checking in here. Have you heard Larry yet? Over.
Negative. Have not heard Larry as of yet. Over.
Okay. Well, of course, we won't see you on 6, but we will maybe see Larry on 6 and maybe Richard as well. Let me just make a standby. I don't think, I know, in fact, that Eric KN7VAZ does not have 222 up and running yet. Let me just call Larry, and then we'll let you say hello to Ken. N7 Whiskey Tango, are you here tonight, Larry? Over. Oh, Larry. Ken, say hi to Richard.
Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel.
I hear Mike in there or whoever's talking.
I hear a voice.
Double there. I'm sorry, I said Richard. I meant Daniel. Say hello to Daniel.
Yeah, I was hearing voices there. KE7UQL, hi Daniel. WA60IB, how are you tonight?
WA60IB, very well, thank you. And Larry is trying to check in. You guys very weakly at this time. You might try giving him a call. KE7UQL, over.
Okay, all right. You got that, Mike?
Well, I turned off of him for a second, and I give who a call, Larry?
He was there earlier. Yep, in other words, he can be checked in.
Oh, okay. I'll check Larry in. Thanks very much for that, Daniel. KE7UQL with N7 Whiskey Tango checking in earlier. K6MYC. Thank you, Daniel.
Okay, go ahead, Larry. See if they can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I can hear Mike, and I can hear OIB, but they're both right in my noise level. Anyway, N7WT number 657. I'm trying to check in here, but the conditions are really poor tonight so far. N7WT.
Okay, Q5 with lots of flutter. Q5 with lots of flutter, Larry, but we've got you. Thanks for being there. N7WT over to WA60IB. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, good evening, Larry. N7WT, WA60IB. I got you about the same, about an S3 to 4, a lot of flutter, so we got the same conditions. So anyway, good evening to you. N7WT, WA60IB.
Now you come way up, Mike, or Ken. You started out about 5 and 5 and came up to 5 and 9. So maybe, and Mike, I heard you at 5 and 5 last time, but it's probably up right now. So back to you, over.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Rob, are you in here? Are you copying the boys up there?
Yeah, unusual. I was copying Larry pretty good. I don't think he'll hear me, though. N7WT is the Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, over.
Did you get anything from Rob, KM6 Sugar Radio? Guess you didn't, and you may not be hearing me either. Go ahead, Ken.
I think he's in there, but I can't understand it. KE7UQL.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob. That was Daniel. Come back to you.
Okay, yeah, I heard somebody in there, but I couldn't make it out. How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
Yeah, it must be light copy. I think the band is up and down here. Daniel, Rob came back to you, but he didn't copy you very well. It's very light today. KE7UQL, go ahead and finish it up there, K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Yeah, no copy on Rob, no copy that time. So we'll say thanks for the check-in. We'll see you tomorrow on 1296. Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. See you on 1296 tomorrow. Good luck. 7-3. 7-3,
KE7UQL. Good night, folks.
Good night to you, Larry, if you're copying again. N7 Whiskey Tango. See you on 6. See you on 6 in a few minutes. K6MYC.
I just got my call in there, so that's all I heard. 7-3, Mike. 7-3 and 7WC. See you on 6, maybe.
He said, see you on 6 meters, over.
Okay. I'm running the antenna around, Ken. I was going to go and catch Tom in Santa Cruz first, and then I'll zip up to Nevada. I'm just going towards Santa Cruz for a quick call. Over.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll flip over there too. I'll just monitor. I'm headed up to Nevada with 6, so I'll just leave it there. WA6OIB, QSY to 6.
Hey, Mike, K6MYC, KM6SRR. Have 18 as a count.
Okay, well, I think we're done. That's a good count for 222, isn't it?
Yep, not too shabby.
Right now, Mike, N7WT.
Yeah, you're loud now, too, Larry. I turned the 6-meter antenna toward you and made 222 better. How's that?
Hell, you really came up straight. Q5, good clear copy that time. Anyway, 7-3, see you on 6.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'm going to go and pick up Santa Cruz first because he's short on time. Then I'll spin right up. So I'll be there in about 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes or less, Larry, over. Okay, give me the number again, 21, Rob?
18, and I heard a few words of Larry there, too. I've only got one hole loop, so I don't have a good antenna.
Yeah, you're doing wonderful for a single hole loop. I thought you had a beam on 220. I forgot. All right. Very good. All right, I'm going to go over to 6 meters. This is K6MYC running the Bozo Net here on 222 from Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo. And we'll close the net here. It's open. I'll be monitoring, but the net is essentially closed for now. Okay, 6MYC going to 50.140. Here we are, KW6S 610. I told you we'd do it. I just finished. A little bit late tonight. We had a long one on 18 check-ins on 222. Not a bad night. Best we've had in a long time. All right, back to you, Tom, and you heard Ken, of course. Go ahead, Tom, and shoot it back to Ken, and we'll run on there.
Okay, I was listening along on the web, so I knew you were turning over this way. So that was a good clue for me. WA60IB, KW6S.
Yeah, Larry, hang on a minute.
Ken's working, Larry. Just stand by a second.
N7WT, WA60IB. Yeah, Mike's over towards the west, and he'll be back up here shortly. You got a good signal tonight, WA60IB.
W6TQL.
I'll get you checked in, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah, Mike will be right here.
Okay, I'll let you go, Tom. 7-3. Thanks for checking in here on 6 meters, and I'll boom up to Nevada there. Larry's booming in.
Very good. Yeah, I'll be I'm pretty sure I'll be here tomorrow night on 1296. So catch you then. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, do this quickly. Let's see if Lee is here. AF6 United, why don't you call him if he doesn't hear me? AF6 United, Lee, are you here? You might keep an ear out for him because I'll be a while before I get back here, Tom. 7-3.
Very good. I'll give him I'll point right at him and give him the whole bundle here. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, thank you, Tom. And I hear you, Dane. WB6J and P107. We've got you checked in, and I'm rotating toward Nevada, so this should get better for you. WB6J and P while I'm rotating, K6MYC.
759. Okay, yeah, I'm actually...
I hear 759 also got you. Stand by a few minutes there, John.
New from course gold, same old stuff.
884.
Okay. Got you, Dane. And we had two other check-ins with you. Our 884, we've got you, Phil. Hang in there a minute. And 759. We got 759, John there, KR6MR.
WA6AAJ 727.
727, AAJ, go ahead. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mikey.
694, Ben, W6GBS.
November 7, Whiskey Tango.
We got you checked in, Ben. Mike's rotating up to Nevada.
Yeah, I'm coming up to Nevada. I just didn't quite get there yet. Here you fine, Larry. Must be awful close here. Here we go. Here we go. This should be even better. There's Nevada for you, Larry. Over.
Yeah, K6MYC and 7WT 657. Got a good clear signal here. It was kind of rough on 220 tonight, but right at the end, boy, you come up real clear and strong. But most of the time, you were at or below the noise level. And 7WT, back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Larry. Good to hear you. And I'm sure Richard's up there somewhere. Let me get Richard, and then we'll let you guys go. We got a whole bunch of check-ins in and around the Sacramento area, Placerville, and I didn't hear Placerville, but I heard Twain Hart and Meadow Vista and so on. So quickly over to you, Richard, if you're there. KD6BQ, Wassa Valley, K6MYC.
Yep, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249.
Yeah, got your 249, and say hello to Ken. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, hey, Richard, how you doing up there? K86BQ, WA60IB.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. Got a good signal up here. You and Mike are running neck and neck right now.
Well, good deal. We like to run neck and neck. All right. Have a great week, rest of the week there. WA60IB.
Yeah, thanks, 73, Ken.
Okay, very good, Richard. Thanks very much, and we'll see you, of course, on Wednesday. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks very much for being there. On a short fuse tonight. Ken's got to check out, and I got a whole bunch of people waiting in the Sacramento area. So we'll let you go tonight. I don't think, well, maybe we could take a quick check. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, are you in here at all, Eric? Over. I do not hear Eric. Do you hear him, Richard?
Negative. I don't hear him here either.
K7SUN. How about you, Stan? Are you here? Okay, nothing heard. Very good. 7-3, guys. Back to you, Larry, for your final N7 Whiskey Tango. And maybe you can take a standby for Rob. He's probably copying you fine. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you're good clear signal here on 6 meters. So we'll say 7-3, and I'll stand by in case Rob wants to call. And 7WTD and DMO8.
Go ahead, Rob.
Good evening, Larry. N7WT, KM6SRR. I'll make it quick. Mike's got to get going.
Yeah, good strong signal, Rob. Good strong signal. 7-3.
7-3, Larry. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, maybe you can say hello to Richard as long as he's still there, probably.
Richard, KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ. You're about a 5 and 6, 56 up here.
Okay, great, Richard. Thank you. Thanks for being there. Okay, Mike.
Okay, 7-3 Richard, 7-3 Larry, and we'll see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday, one or the other. Hi. N7WT, KD6BQ, K6MYC going back towards Sacramento.
And my time is up. 7-3s, everybody. And hello to Phil there if you're copying. WA60IB. Good night, guys.
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, Phil.
That's why.
Go ahead.
Yeah, K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100. Just so you know, Mike, the transverter lives. I just applied power to it, did a quick receive test. It does transvert to 144. So 902-100 goes to 144-100, and I was able to hear my handheld on my 9700. Anyways, back into the closet, clean up some cables. K6USY.
Okay, well, good. At least it works and it didn't fail. So I wished for your sake it was, but it doesn't matter to you whether it's on 144 or 146. So that's not bad. All right, great, good news. Thank you, and hopefully it'll pan out for you and you get a couple of extra points in the contest in January there. And maybe we can find a home for that thing. That's probably worth, what, a couple of $100 or 150 anyway, huh?
Yeah, I was looking at it. You know, Q5 signal makes a 25 water and a 50 water, and of course those are, you know, like $600, $700, $800. You know, this one's doing 10 watts, but yeah, you could still get, you know, $400 or $500 for it.
Oh, I'd take 200 and be happy. If you want to sell it and then borrow it back from the buyer or something, well, keep it in mind anyway.
What band is it, Mike?
It's a 902.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it puts out 10 watts. It's a down east microwave. It's an older one. It only puts out 10 watts. 1 or 2 watts on 2 meters in, and you get 10 watts out on 902. Over.
Okay, very good. That means I'd have to talk to either John or Aaron.
Oh, you can talk a long ways. In fact, I got a couple of dandy antennas up here that I think they're 17 elements or something, a pair of them, and they don't take up much space, but you'd have buku gain. Your ERP would be close to 100 kW.
Okay. Let me think about all that.
What was that?
I said I'll think about all of that.
Yeah, it's all going to go very cheap, believe me. So there you go. All right. I think you can look the 902s up on the web page if you want to look them up. I think Rob said last night there were 17 elements. I didn't look it up. It's been so long since I designed it, I can't even remember. But we have the stack pair and the power divider and everything for real cheap.
Okay. Mouse space I'd have to look at.
All righty. Good to hear you. And here, let me see. I think I'm getting. Let me go back to Sacramento here and catch. You should be pretty close to John. KR6MR. Good evening, John.
Oh.
Something's broken there at John's place. Are you copying me here, WB6GGY?
Yeah, KR6MR, do you copy?
Yeah, no, I do. And we did have Bill on 222, so he's recovering. Fever's coming and going, but peaking about just under 100, over.
Yeah, okay, KR6MR, Bozo 759. My amplifier's turned off. I am probably putting out about 40 watts at this time. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're booming in here, no problem. My God, you're as loud as ever.
Okay, well, I hit the amplifier and something, I guess, overpowered, an alarm came on and it shut down.
Maybe you're driving it with too much power, huh?
Well, I haven't changed my power levels. It's just, you know, a day-to-day variation.
I don't know what to tell you. But you don't need it for me. And Ken had to go. He hit the 8:30 mark, which means he has to go QRT here, so he's no longer here. But Rob is here. Rob, are you copying John up there?
No, I'm not. I peeked around. I can't find him tonight. I don't know what's going on.
God, he's crushing me here with 40 watts. Turn the drive back just a little bit and try it one more time, John. Maybe you can hook up with Rob there. Oh, I can hear it just kicking right out.
Well, I'll just do 100 watts and not worry about the amplifier.
God, you're just crushing me loud here. I've never heard you this good on 6. What the hell? How about now, Rob?
I heard some voices in there, but I can't quite make it out.
That's really weird because he's 20, 30 dB out of the noise here. He's just knocking me right off the shelf here.
Okay, I'll try again. KR6MR, KR6MR, on 6 meters, over.
Now you got the amp on?
Negative.
Just 100 watts. Okay, how about at that time, Rob?
Yep, got a good copy on you, John. KR6MR, KM6SRR.
Yeah, SRR, good copy. Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for being there, John. Okay, Mike.
Okay, and I'm also pointed toward Redding, so Redding could give me a little blast of CW if you're there, if you're copying. We got really good propagation up and down the valley, I think. KD6 Sugar Whiskey 145, are you there?
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Okay, well, we'll take 982. You're a lot closer than Redding, but that's okay. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, I'm pointed south and you're pointed north, so you're like hollering right down my throat.
Imagine I am with 1500 going your way with a 12 dB antenna. That's 1500, 150,000, no, 15,000, more like 30,000 watts going at you.
You're way over in the strawberry patch, but that's okay because it's still loud and clear.
Yeah, that's good. You can light a light bulb if you plug it in right.
I know it. I've seen that done before. I've seen a guy go into a closed gas station and light up the overhead lights.
Okay. Anyway, good to hear you. And I didn't say very much to you, Ben, if you're still there. WB6GBTBW K6MYC.
W6GBS, Scott Bravo Sierra, 694. Hello. Yeah, I'm still listening a little bit.
Are you hearing anybody in Nevada or in the San Joaquin Valley up there in Sacramento?
I heard somebody, Wayne Hart, a while ago. We said hello to each other before you got on here.
Oh, Twain Hart?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's, I don't know where Phil went. I mean, yeah, Phil. I was going to give him the information about Bill, who is feeling a lot better. We were all concerned, but maybe he heard that on 2 meters. So he's relieved, I'm sure. Okay, John, thanks very much for the contact. Good to hear you, and it's certainly working. I'm sure you'll find the problem there on 6. It's got to be something stupid. Maybe a bad cable just between the radio and the amp or something. Who knows? Something's shutting the amp down. I can hear it come up. It only lasts about half a second, and then it clicks right off. So no audio comes through, just the mic click.
Yeah, okay, KR6MR coming through just fine now.
Okay. All righty, let's see who else is hearing me in this direction. Check-ins, please, for 6-meter Bozo Net. Go ahead.
Late February, K06KD776. And hello, John.
Hi, Bill.
And another station in there as well. Who was the other one? Well, it may have been John. Anyway, good evening, Bill, on this band, and you're sounding good here as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, not bad. Initially, when I popped over here, when John first came on, you were not, but you popped up nicely here. So nice to be able to get back on the air and use some of the radios. It's it amazes me. I dust this stuff off, and then a couple of days I'm not here using any of it. I get back over here to the desk, and then I notice that all of my ICOM radios that are black now got a layer of dust on them again. I don't know what it is. I mean, I feel like the Charlie Brown character, Pigpen. Every time it's like I got a dust cloud following me around everywhere I go.
Oh, bummer. You have cleaned the filters in your air conditioning unit, haven't you?
I don't use it. I can't afford to run the thing. And I can't open the windows because then I get these damn flies in here, even though I got screens. So I'm sealed up tight over here, and I still don't know where the dust is coming from.
Okay, better watch what you're eating there.
Well, I don't know. When they say you're blowing smoke, I don't know if that's actually what's happening. I'm blowing dust.
Something like that. Let's see. That must be potatoes. They grow underground. They must have come up with a lot of dust on them. Maybe you're eating potatoes, over.
I wish I could. I got so much Irish and Scotch blood in me. I could just live on potatoes. But anyway. All right, enough said. You run on the solid road. I want to get out of the way, and I don't want to be responsible for taking up time. I will try to be around in the morning. I just haven't been able to get out of bed. I just didn't feel up to it. So I'll try to make it tomorrow morning. I missed the conversation. But good evening to everybody. 7-3 for now. KO6 Katie.
Okay, very good, Bill. 7-3, and we'll catch you in the morning, sir. Anybody else in this direction? We're still looking for Reading, K6MYC standing by. Boy, I don't hear Reading. Do any of you guys hear Reading off the backside?
Negative, KR6MR.
There he is. There's the CW. You probably heard that, John. Good evening, Rich. Good evening. Pretty good, strong signal on CW there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Charlie November 80, K6MYC, over. Roger. We copy fine. Solid copy. Give me Rogers. He's not hearing me, John. Are you hearing him?
Yeah, I heard his CW.
Well, tell him we got him checked in. He didn't seem to respond to me, over.
I don't know if he can hear me or not, but anyway, you are checked in, KR6MR, passing by. Send Rogers.
KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Good copy. We have you checked in. Give us some Rogers. Over. Wow, he must have some power line noise up there or something. Well, anyway, I can tell him on Wednesday that we have him checked in here. Okay, anybody else in and around the area there? How about KD6, KJ6 KFB? How about you, Darren? No copy from Darren. Anybody else? K9 or K9? I forgot to call. K6MYC. Must be somebody else on 6 meters here. I heard the K, but then you went away. Try it again. I heard the K. Go ahead. Oh, am I not transmitting, guys?
No, you're loud and clear, Mike. KM6SRR.
Did you hear the station that checked in and said K and then faded?
No, I wasn't paying that close attention. I'm trying to catch up on the log.
Okay.
KR6MR.
KR6MR, go ahead, John.
Yeah, you're checked in.
Roger, KD6SW, Roger, we got you, 145, Roger, over. He's just not hearing me, John.
I'll try again. KD6SW, KD6SW, KR6MR. Mike has you checked in. Over. I heard 73.
Was he sending CW and CW? I didn't hear anything that time. Okay, thank you, John. Thanks for checking him in and confirming there. All right, anybody else want to still sort towards Sacramento? QRZ, K6MYC, 6-meter Bozo Net. Check-ins, please. Okay, let me go over here a little bit more toward Oakley. Down this way. This should be getting close to Oakley, I think. Oops, too far. Go back a little bit. Come on, big antenna. You don't want to... That's a big mass of crap. I've got to rotate backwards up there. Okay, QRZ, how about you, Ken? N6RO, I'm way at you now. Okay, 6MYC.
KO6IQR, 1189.
1289, and a lot louder than normal. And 6, Mario, good signal. And you did get the phone number for Bill, AA6 Sugar, last night from Canover?
Yeah, after Roger, I did. I did get that. Sent him a text. Didn't get a response back. Maybe I should call him. I don't know. Some of you old timers don't do a lot of text. Get over.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I would just use the phone. Don't hesitate to use the phone. Bill won't mind.
Yeah, I'll give him a call tomorrow. And maybe I can get a hold of him that way. I didn't want to intrude first. I figured I could send him a message, but I kind of thought about it later. Like, yeah, maybe I should just call him over.
By the way, there's a good radio for sale. W6 Sugar Whiskey, SSW or SWW. Darn it all, forgot his call. Steve, W6SSW, up in Discovery Bay, has an ICOM 9100, I believe is the number, but it's HF through 432, and it also has a spot for a module for 1296, and it has that in it as well. Probably puts out 10 watts on 1296, but that would be a nice radio for you. All bands in one spot, including HF, and so that would be something. If you don't need it, maybe you should pass it on to anybody else. But it does give you all bands that we use here on the Bozo Net, and then except of course for 222. But it also covers HF, which is quite a nice thing. Much like the 9700 here, except it has all the HF bands. So there you go. KO6IQR, K6MYC.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was listening in on the internet stream there. You guys talking about that 9100. I got the 991. It doesn't have anything in the gigahertz range, but it pretty much this is kind of takes care of everything except for the 222 also. I'll think about it. Like I'm not in the mood for a radio right now. I'm trying to boost what I already got. So. Trying to get a little bit more power before I get any more actual transceivers over.
I understand, no problem. Just thought we'd pass it on in case you missed it. A lot of people are always looking for things that have 1296 in the same radio. All right, very good. Good to hear you, Mario. Nice signal. And I should have KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima in here also. Let me sign with you. KO6IQR, K6MYC, and listening for KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. But I don't hear him. And KO6, I should say N6RO. Are you there, Ken? will check in sooner or later. He's probably having dinner or he fell back asleep. All right, anybody else while I'm in this direction? W6WZZ, K6MYC. N6BCC, are you here, Merle? How about K6, for gosh sake, P, darn it all, NPD, that's what I'm looking for. K6NPD, are you here, Brett?
I think Brett is N6NPD.
There he is. What's your number, Brett? Oh, you were helping me, were you, Rob?
Yep.
I don't hear Brett then. That was you that popped in.
Yeah, I was giving you the right call sign.
N6NP. No, is it K6 or N6NPD? That's what it is. November 6, November Papa Delta.
Yep.
Okay. I knew I had it wrong because when I start out wrong, then the rest of the call doesn't come through like it should in my brain.
It's N5NPD.
N5NPD, are that you, Brett?
No, this is Merle, N6BCC. Brett's call is N5NPD.
Yeah, we got that. Thank you. And it's good to hear you. I called you, but you didn't come back. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, real good. 1134 for the number. I was out in the kitchen, so yeah, I've now got the tower up completely where it needs to be, and I'm not pointing close enough, really that close towards you right now, but I was talking to Phil up there in Twainhart a little earlier before the 6-meter net started, and but yeah, other than that, I've been doing real good. How's you and Judy doing?
We're hanging in there. She's got a bad knee. Many years ago, a dog ran into her right at the knee and hit her on the side. A dog was blind and was running and didn't see her and ran right into her side. And she probably damaged the cartilage in the knee somewhere. And it kind of recovered, but now as she gets older, those old injuries seem to come back and haunt you. So she's limping around a little bit with this knee thing. We have been using the red light. It helps a little bit, but it hasn't solved the issue completely. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, it's sometimes you have to take and just go through and have surgery, and which I don't care for, but yeah, it is what it is, But yeah, shoot. Yeah, this weekend I'm going to be real busy though, because I'm doing the CQP. So's Brett. There's one other guy here in Stanislaus County that's going to do it too. It's just the three of us, and so that's going to be quite interesting.
Well, we'll be on here from Madera County, but we won't be using my call. So listen for WO40 Whiskey Oscar 4 Oscar. You'll be using my call through the contest there. Merle, over.
Hey, Roger. Oh yeah, we'll listen for you then. And yeah, I'm going to be bouncing around there a little bit. But I'll tell you what, did you get in on any of the action this past weekend? Oh my gosh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I added about 9 more countries to my list, and I bet you, out of all my contacts, I bet you I probably 28 to 30 right around there, all out of country. Over in Austria, Belgium, Ireland, everywhere.
Is it on 10 meters or 15?
10 meters and 12 meters.
Yeah, okay. Very good. I don't think 12 meters works in the contest, though, so you probably have to stay on the conventional bands, right?
Yeah, I can't use 12 meters there, but yeah, I'm going to, well, depending on the conditions, I'm going to take a look at 10, and I'll probably be 10, 15, 20, 40, and probably 80 in the evenings. Probably do 40 and 80 in the evenings.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, good luck in the contest, and I won't be operating, but I might keep my ear on it. Most of the time the guy will probably have his headphones on, and I won't be hearing what's coming out of the radio. But if I do and I hear some familiar call, I'll be sure he works you. Anyway, good evening, and we'll see if we can make one more call to Ken up there in what did I get? What did I do here? Oakley. I'll get it right. My brain is sogging on me. All right, 73, Merle, and thanks for calling in here. N6BCC, Modesto, K6MYC.
Roger. Okay, Mike. Well, you and Judy have yourself a really good evening and a good week, and hope to take and talk to you maybe some other time this week here. So we'll catch you later, 7-3s. BCC.
Yeah, we'll probably catch you on Wednesday on 2 meters there, or you can work us on 40 meters in the morning anytime at 8:30. 7137, we're there every day. Phil's there also. Phil usually sits there and monitors and waits for me to come up, so he's there more than I am, and pretty heavily monitoring 7137 up until I get on with a whistle. I usually get on and give a whistle, and he always comes back and says, "And the whistler knows."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I enjoyed talking to him this evening, even though it was short.
Yeah, no, he's been around the horn. Boy, he's got lots of experience. Very talented, very sharp guy, and very, very smart, and has some great kids as well in the aircraft world. All right, 7-3. Let me see if Ken is here. Ken, are you listening here now? N6RO, K6MYC. No, Ken. And KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. How about you, John? No, John either. That's unusual. W6WZZ. How about you, John?
I'm out here. Hello, how's it going? Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu.
And your Bozo number is for the stream?
145.
1145.
Yes, sir.
I have to be sure because we have a station in Reading whose number is 145. So if you say this first one too quickly, I don't get it, and then I know it's the wrong number. Anyway, good evening. You had a booming signal. You've certainly got it all fixed up and working good now, John, over.
Roger. Yeah, getting ready for CQP, so hopefully everything, Q. Oh, man, I always get it mixed up. Yeah. Anyway, getting ready for the contest over the weekend, so it should be a hoot.
Yeah, it should be. I talked to a lot of people who are going to be on for it. So it should be very, very active and very competitive, which will be fun. Very good. Good to hear you. And thanks for being there and with the new big readable signal on a steady basis here. I haven't heard Ken this evening, so if you hear Ken, he's probably off eating dinner or fixing dinner or something, and he'll probably try to pop in, but sometimes I don't hear him when I'm turned away. So if you hear him, make noise, have him make noise continually, and I'll eventually hear him there. W6WZZ, K6MYC.
Okay. 73s. K6MYC, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu.
7-3, John. Now, into the Bay Area. One last call, N6RO. Ken, are you there? Where's Ken tonight? That's odd. He was in here on 222. He may have fallen asleep. He was worn out from the weekend. Okay. Moving into the Bay Area here. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC. Somebody in the Bay Area. Let me get a little deeper into the middle of the Bay Area there. K6MYC Bozo Net, 6 meters, calling for check-ins in the Bay Area. Go ahead.
Kilowatt Bravo 6, Juliet Sugar Mike. Bozo Net is 11902.
I missed that. Somebody keying the mic or doing something on there, and I had a bunch of crashing noises. 92 I got. Go ahead again. Say it again.
Kilowatt Bravo 6, Juliet Sugar Mike 9. John, Bozo Net is 1192.
Yeah, John, very good. I hear you now. I thought that's who it was, but I wasn't sure. 1192. You surprised me with the radio that you're working now because I hear you so well. KB6 JSM, K6MYC. Very good. And a booming signal out of the Bay Area there tonight. So you've got that system working really well on 6 meters here. How are you doing up there? And did you get any rain over the weekend?
I'm doing fair to Midland. They didn't have any rain, but it was kind of cloudy Saturday and Sunday, and a little bit today, but no rain yet.
Okay. We're supposed to have some sprinkles tonight, late tonight or early in the morning tomorrow. We have a 60% chance. That means it's maybe 1 or 2% chance we'll get some rain. Anyway, we're hoping for it. It's cloudy here, and it cooled off a lot, and we got quite a bit of wind, so there's certainly something moving in around us here. I don't know if there's any droplets coming down yet, but I may stick my head out in the patio in here and see if there's anything happening yet. Sure started to feel like rain at about 8 o'clock tonight. Back to you, John, and thanks again for checking in. Great signal. KB6JSM, K6MYC.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, no rain yet. But yeah, I'm only running 100 watts barefoot out of the radio remotely, so it seems to be working pretty well. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's working very well. We got perfect copy on you, and that should be the case under almost any conditions between you and I on 6. You get out a little further, it can be a little flaky on 6. And a lot of times people don't hear me. I have just tried to work a station in Redding, and I could hear him fine with his 100 watts. And he didn't hear my responses that I had him because apparently he has some noise up there, which is unusual. He's usually up in a very quiet location. He hears very, very well up there, but he wasn't hearing me well on 6 tonight. Anyway, we did confirm that we got him checked in, so that was good. That's a long path for 100 watts and a marginal antenna system up there. All right. 7-3, John, good evening, and we'll see you perhaps. I don't think you have 1296, do you?
No, I don't. Not at this time.
Okay, well, then we'll see you Wednesday on 2 meters. 7-3 for now. KB6 JSM, K6MYC, clear and looking for check-ins in the Bay Area. I did get W6PQL earlier, and I know we got propagation over there. K6KLY, KB6BA, WB6WNI. You should be in there, Gary. WA6AXX could be here, although hasn't checked in for quite some time. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, are you there? By this time, Mike, K6MYC calling Bozo Net check-ins and listening. Boy, I can't roust anybody out there. Let me see. I wonder if you're copying me at all, if you're in here tonight. Let me go a little further south here. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United in Watsonville. AF6 United, are you hearing anything from me there, Lee? AF6 United, K6MYC.
K6MYC, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Yes, I am here, and I can hear you a little bit weaker than normal because you're pointed up into the Bay Area, and I'm coming off the side, but sounding real good. Definitely, as you like to say, armchair copy.
You're good copy here, too. And I did move the antenna a little bit more in your direction, but still good copy, and moved it, bumped you up slightly. But since you're hearing me okay and I'm hearing you, I'm not going to go any further. We did work Tom already. Tom was on a short fuse tonight. He wasn't sure he could stay on the band or look for me at 9 or whatever time it is here. So I thought, well, I'll go and get him early, which I did. I stopped on the way rotating to Nevada, and I called him, and he was there on the spot at 8:15. But I thought I'd better come back and get you. We did call you at that time, but of course you weren't ready for me at that early hour. Hi. Hopefully you had a good time over the weekend, and I know you're doing a lot of tower planning and stuff there. Kay, as we talked to you last night on 2 meters, you're making headway. AF6 United, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really have anything new tonight, and I know that Tom has been out there with a friend of his doing some groundwork for tower work that Bob is doing, and it seems like they had a considerable amount of difficulties there, and I guess it was windy and rainy and whatnot yesterday, and I guess it's been like 2 or 3 days worth of solid work, so I can understand why he would not be here at this point tonight. I know he usually doesn't come on after 9 o'clock anyway, so, but all right, I don't really have too much more to add to that. K6MYC from AF6 United, back to you.
Good evening, Lee. KF6 United, KM6SR. You're sounding good tonight.
Okay, M6SRR. Yes, Rob, you are there, and I hear you quite well tonight, too. How you doing?
Doing good. I wanted to jump in there. Thank you, Mike. Yep, I don't hear you on the other bands. For some reason, this one and I think 432 is all I can hear you on.
Well, actually, I'm surprised you can hear me on 432 because it doesn't seem like we're able to make a contact. But, you know, like I say over and over again, I think there's just one big pile of rocks in between us. And I do have some plans to get my VHF, UHF antennas up a little bit higher. But right now I'm concentrating on the HF system, and I've got a beast of a tower out there that I've got to dig a big hole for and pour a bunch of concrete into and get that thing upright. And that's probably my biggest priority right now. KM6SRR from AF6U.
Yes, I understand, Lee. I've got a couple towers I got to put up. I even have the cages already made for them, but I'm working on my solar right now as my first priority. Anyway, good to hear you there. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, very good. 7-3, Lee, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Take care. AF6 United near Watsonville, K6MYC, still looking into the Bay Area, waiting for check-ins from the Bay Area. Bay Area, check-ins, please, to 6 meters, kilowatt, 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie. Boy, everybody's lost interest in 6 in the Bay Area. It doesn't surprise me. I don't know. Should we go south, Rob?
I don't know. I got to go pick up the wife at the airport, but I think I can leave about 10. But I got a lot of stuff to. I got to put the log on for the Aries and 2 logs for the nets on the Bozo tonight.
Okay, well, let's just close it. Make a count. I'll write it down, and I'll go have Judy check the counts. Hopefully I'm not off by a factor of 10 like I was last night. I think I know what happened. I was writing the calls down because I remember writing them down. But I had a pen that wasn't working, and then I think I came back later, and I didn't see anything in that spot, so I wrote over them with the new calls. So I think that's why, because I could remember writing 1296 and the others down there, and that was why I was stunned that she kept counting only to 29. It didn't make sense. I had 4 columns, and normally 4 columns, that's 4 times 7 is 28. I know I had more than 7 in each column. That's why I was struggling, but I didn't worry about it since you seemed like you had them all in good shape. So get a count, and I'll shut up here, and we'll say good evening to you, Aaron. Thanks for being there, as always, and turn me back on so I can see my battery condition here after this cloudy day that we had. A K6USY with KB6, KM6SRR, K6MYC. Aaron is putting putting the kids to bed.
Yeah, I usually pause and let him go because he has a delay on his transmitting. Anyway, Mike, did you say you got Jim on the 6 meter? I know you got him on 222.
No, I got him on 222, but I haven't heard him. Oh, I think he checked in real early on 6 when I was over toward Tom there.
Who checked in early? Jim?
Well, I checked Tom in first, so Tom's the first one on my list, 610.
Yeah, I got him. Actually, Ben was on there first. I got Ben before him, but I've got a count of, looks like 20.
Okay. Pretty thin crowd here. And 6 meters tonight. Almost got as many on 222. That's really unusual. 2 meters, 6 meters is dwindling in terms of check-ins, and 2 meters is 220 is coming up. We get a couple more, we'll have 20. And that would be a good number on 222. We used to have 20, but a lot of guys like K6ERF and others and W6SSW, you lose a few of them, and all of a sudden the numbers are really teeny. Good night, Rob. Say hi to Candy. Good. Hopefully she traveled well and comes home in good shape without COVID or anything else. Hi. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't bring that back with her. She's probably flying very high. I don't know if she even needs the airplane. She happened to win the women's best drama comedy thing over there at the Atlanta Film Festival, or Writers Festival. So she's pretty jazzed about that.
Well, she won it with, she has a partner that writes or something with her, doesn't she?
A couple she has, but most of them she writes herself. This is one she did herself.
Well, you're married to a talented lady there. I think she's doing really good in that world. It's too bad she isn't 35, and she's probably got a big career in front of her if she wants to pursue that.
Well, it's very hard to get in. I know she's been writing, and at least she keeps on getting a little better acknowledgments and a little better recognition as she's going. So I just hope it keeps going up, because the only thing left is for her to get one of her screenplays produced as a movie.
Yeah, there you go. And you can retire in the way you'd like to.
Yeah, well, I'm not having too much problem right now, but yeah, that would be nice. It'd be good, because then she won't have so much money going out. These writing places that she goes to, these retreats, they're very expensive.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, but obviously sooner or later maybe one of them will pay off for you or for her. Very good. Thanks, and give her our best when you see her tonight, and we'll talk to you. Nice to have Ken in here tonight. He was hearing everybody and doing good on 220. He always does good on 220 if we can get him in here. It seems like Monday is a little bit quieter night for him.
Yeah, I wish I'd get my darn towers up, but I got solar I'm working on. Yeah, I bought AJ's stuff for 220. I've got his PQL amp, and I've got his M2 long antenna there, but I don't have any room to put it up here right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
K6USY.
And we said good night to you already, but we figured you were out putting the kids to bed there. K6USY, anything to report before we close the net?
Nope, nothing to report. Yeah, transverter's a little low on frequency, but it does warm up a bit, so I'll mess around with that, but it should be more than good enough to work John down there in DMO5. So, yeah, I'm going to go run by the shop tomorrow. Lee said he had I think he had an 11-element antenna that you guys were marketing for, like an ISP antenna, and you said to come over and get one of those. So I'm going to go pick that up on my lunch break and then play around with that tomorrow.
Yeah, very good. Very good. I think you'll like that.
Yep, should work good, and I'll get it up on the roof at some point. Not a priority at the moment. I don't think John's going to be down in DMO5 for January, so I don't really need to be able to work him until like next June. So I got time. So at least I'll have all the parts and stuff, and then I'll get the antenna up on the roof at some point. But we'll catch you on 1296 tomorrow, K6USY.
Yeah, well, that's probably the lack of people to work on 902. There's a few there. And for my QTH, with the big Yaggies, I could have probably worked a few. But that's why I never hooked it up, because I just couldn't get motivated to get on the contest to work 3 people and then end the contest. So, but I'll tell you what, maybe between now and June, we can poke around here on these bands. I'll keep asking, is there anybody that has 902 capability? And we'll see if there's somebody in either the San Joaquin Valley or in the Bay Area that you could run some tests with. I'm pretty sure if Ed had 902 up there at his place on the hilltop, you'd be able to work him, and that would give you a test for the system. Over.
Yeah, well, and I know John's got 902 at his house, and of course he's only like 2 or 3 miles away from me, so I do also have somebody local, but other than that, yeah, I don't really know of anybody else. I know Tom over there has a transverter for 902, but he doesn't have it hooked up, and he doesn't have antennas on the tower, so yeah, it's kind of hard to get. You know, you got to be the first one on the band, and then hope that other people put stuff up too.
Well, that's it. That's why I say maybe we can stimulate some activity on 902 for you. It wouldn't bother me. I mean, if it got good enough, I'd even go back and put something up here. I certainly could do it. Wouldn't be much of an effort. With the transverter in the barn, I could do it easily. So there you go. Anyway, we'll just talk it up a little bit. We'll ask people. I'll ask anybody around that's been around a while and see if they've got 902. I wouldn't doubt that Jim, W6PQL, has it. Of course, that's a tough shot for you, but I'll bet you anything he's got 902 up there. So, you know, we'll just see what develops. John must know who's around that has 902. There used to be some guys in the Bay Area, in the LA area that had 902 also. But, you know, it's like 222. If you just don't figure you're going to use it very much, you just don't hook it up, and that's what happened to me. I've had the thing, and I had it on the car. I think I made some contacts even on it when I first got it, but I had it up, and the antennas were up on the tower, and everything worked. But you know, you go through the whole contest, you work 2 stations. It's but maybe we could get more on, and maybe we could stimulate it, and maybe we could make 902 one of the bands that we do on that Saturday night thing in the contest. That might be interesting. If we get enough people, we could give 15 minutes to 902 between 7:15 and 7:30 or something before we go to 222 or something. Hey, K6USY, just pontificating here, K6MYC.
Oh yeah, lots of options. At some point, Mike, check your mic cord. You're getting a ground loop at some point. You might have a loose connection somewhere. Your mic was kind of popping a little bit and getting a little bit of. It sounded like 60 cycle hum, but yeah, I don't think you got a lot of 60 cycle stuff around your radio. But it sounded kind of like a ground loop or something. So probably just a loose mic cord or something. But. Yep. Yeah. Lots of options to play with, and yeah, my goal for right now is to point the antenna down at DMO5 and eventually be able to work John, and then yeah, if we can get anybody else on that band, that'd be great. So we'll see what happens. At least at first I'm not gonna be able to turn the antenna, so I'm just gonna point it in whatever direction makes the most sense, and right now pointing it down at John makes the most sense. So. And I just have to remind John when he goes up there to take his 902 stuff. But I know he's got stuff available. So, anyways, we'll see if you found out if your mic cord's loose.
Well, I did tighten the ferrule or the barrel at the radio end. So, do you hear anything now? Over.
I heard a couple pops, but it wasn't as bad as it was earlier.
Maybe just have a broken mic cord here. How about this? I'm wiggling it where it comes out of the base of the mic.
Yeah, I was hearing it there a little bit. Yeah, so you might have a cord that's wearing out.
Yeah, I don't use this cord. I don't stretch it or work it very hard, but of course it gets used a lot, so wouldn't surprise me that it's got something going on there. I think I've got a couple of new cords for this thing. This is an HM10, and I've got 4 of them, or 2 of them, and then I got 4 or 5 cords for it that I've had them repaired several times. They don't last forever. The microphone's far better than the cord they use. All right. Well, I think it would be good if we had 902 and DMO7. See, if I had one here, I might be able to put one on from here, give you a DMO7. You would probably find somebody in DMO6, maybe even Ken has something on 902 that he could get on and give you a contact. That would be 3 grids. That would be easy for you. And then beyond that is who knows what.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, so DMO6 is easy because I can work my wife on FM because I have 900 on a handheld, and all I have to do is go hand her the radio in the other room and work her real quick. So DMO6 is easy.
Okay, but if I got something for DMO7, and then we can just poke around and see if we could get anybody else on. Right up the rest of the valley, to Charlie Mike 98 wouldn't be hard, and Charlie Mike 96, you know, the guy to get on is Charlie Mike 90, he's a 96, that's Ron down there. You could work Ron real easy, KJ6TYO.
Oh yeah, he's only 6 miles west of me, and yeah, I already work him on like 3 bands because it gives me that that extra grid. It's nice that he's right on the other side of the line.
Yeah, he is, but that would be an easy one for you. And you know, it might be that we just put a little tiny package together, 10 watts and a little rinky-dink antenna or a whole loop or something, and set up there, and tiny little Yagi that I think I've got some, you know, little 3-element Yagi type things. The guy could set it on his porch or and work him with that kind of stuff. That would be fun.
Yeah, we got to do something to compete with those boys on the East Coast. So we gotta manufacture more contacts on more bands. All righty, Mike, we'll let you go.
Yeah, there's a pretty good multiplier for 902, as I recall. That's why you want to work John. You want to give him the multiplier, and you get it. But what's the advantage of 902 over, let's say, 2 meters?
The QSO is worth more points. I'd have to go look it up. It's worth like 3 or 4 points. And then, of course, you know, for like the 222 and up contest, then you get the extra points for the distance. And John's like 150 miles away down there in Tehachapi. So the more bands I work them on at that distance, the better.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep my ears to the ground for something that would boost the power to 100 watts or somewhere between 50 and 100. That would help a lot. And maybe we can come up with some tiny little transverter that would get you, you know, 5 to 10 watts out. That could be all self-contained. Most guys have a radio that could work with it, and something that could be really simple, and just put a little package together that a guy could throw in his system and feed it with 2 meters or something, and you'd be off and running. I'll work on that. That kind of stuff I can at least poke on. I won't build it, but I'll see what we can get in terms of enthusiasm for that band. Get some extra points there. DMO8 might be difficult. I'll see if you know. I don't know, but Daniel might have 902 up there. Who knows? He might be also interested in trying it. You might not be able to work Daniel. Well, you could work Daniel if you had power. You probably hear Daniel on 2 meters, don't you?
Occasionally, not often. Especially 2 meters is pretty noisy on the loop. Yeah, it'd be good to have options. And yeah, 50 watts on 900 is easy. As I said earlier, Q5 signal has a 25 watter and a 50 watter. So you can do it in one box. It's like $800, but it is available as an option. So anybody who wants at least 50 watts, you can just go buy one. Beyond that, then yeah, you'd want to do the low power transverter and then come up with some kind of an amplifier. But you can get to at least 50 watts. But I figure we'll see how the 10 watter works, and if I need more power, then it won't be that difficult to get a 50 watter and just drop it in. The nice thing is the one I'm borrowing from you, it's the exact same cables and connections to get a Q5 transverter. The only thing that'd be different is the power cable, but everything else is switchable. So it'd be really easy to just drop one in if I wanted to go to higher power.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got a few months to think about that. And if you do any research on it, you might tell me what the price is of a 25 and a 50. And, hell, I could pick one up here and then just make it either for myself or make it available to other people for certain situations. And, when you couple this to a 15 dB antenna, that 10 watts turned into a lot more than you got on 2 meters, over.
Exactly. Yeah, so I figure even with the 10 watts, if I pointed that 11 element antenna down at John, I should be able to work him no problem. Considering, in this last contest, he was only running 10 watts on all the other bands, and I was still able to work him. The 25 watter is $600. It's $595, and the 50 watter is $750. So there's a little bit of a premium. There's a $150 difference if you want double the power. Yeah, you can get it. You can get in at $600, and then extra 150 gets you 50 watts.
I've got a 100-watt amplifier that came with this thing. I forgot all about it. It was sitting almost on top of the transmitter. Was sitting on top of the amplifier. It's a commercial amp that's been converted. So I have a box that makes power. We should drag that out and see what it takes for you to get it going with some smoke.
Yeah, and we could definitely test it. That's definitely an option.
Okay. Well, let me work on that. I'll think about that and see what we can put together. And then we can also talk it up on the Bozo Net and publicize it a little bit and see if we can get some more grid squares on Charlie Mike 97, Charlie Mike 87. All those are possible. The guys go to any mount up there. You've got them nailed. Vaca or Mount Umunum or Mount Oso, any one of those would play really well and give you those 87, 97 grid squares. And what else beyond that, God only knows. Maybe the guy like K2GMY as a contester, he may have 902 up there for all we know. And he's in Charlie Mike 88. So, we'll see what turns up. Go talk some more about that. I've kind of forgotten about 902, but I'm getting kind of bored with the other bands. Might have to do something to stimulate some more activity here. And if it's easy, you guys could do it without too much difficulty. All right, Rob, over to you. Didn't mean to bore you with the 902 stuff. One of these days, you'll be able to put 902 on there. You got 902, don't you?
I have an antenna, and I'd probably be interested in getting that, but I definitely would let Aaron borrow it for a year or more. Anyway, that's a possibility, but I've got a lot of stuff to put up, so I'm not even going to get in the mix.
Well, you may have it all up by June of next year.
Well, that'd be nice. Solar's first, so that's what I'm working on. And with my bad back, I have not been able to do much work.
Oh, I know, but solar isn't going to take you forever there. By the way, I bought 20 more panels today, so I'm going to put one more array up on the hillside. So I've got enough solar panels to charge the batteries. And right now I'm over batteried and under solared, under paneled a little bit in the worst of conditions here. So I got another 20 panels today, and so we're going to work on that over the next few months. 7-3, guys, good evening. We'll see you tomorrow, 1296, K6USY and KM6SRR, K6MYC, clear and closing the 6-meter Bozo Net from Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike.
Oh, I hear another very light voice in there. Hang on. Who was the other station? Go ahead, please.
N6RO, N6 Radio, Oakley.
Oh, finally. Okay, N6RO, 835. Let me get up your way. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, Mike, as I mentioned on 222, I slept all day, therefore I did not eat all day, so I just had to feed my face, and it took longer to prepare and eat the pork chops and spinach. Anyway, I had trouble copying you, and I didn't hear the other fellow you were talking about the contest and getting more grids on the air on 902 or something. I don't have 902, but who knows? I keep buying stuff. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, we were looking at the transmitters from down east or from Q5 signals. The 25-watt unit is 550, and I think the other one's 700 for 50 watts. But antennas can make up a lot of difference in power output because it's easy to get gain on those bands. So we were talking about that, and that's what we were kicking about. You get quite a multiplier. I think you get 4 points instead of 1 point for every QSO on 902. So it's something to think about if from your standpoint as a contester. And you would give Charlie Mike 97 to Aaron. I'm pretty sure you guys with good antennas on each end with 25 watts or 10 watts could hook up easily. So there you go. N6RO. And I'll see if the other boys are hearing you. Rob, are you copying Ken?
I didn't have time to get on him. I think I might if I have heard him a little more.
Okay, Ken, Rob will turn up your way. Let me shoot it back to you, and you can turn it down to KM6SRR. Glad you had time to feed your face there. We had a nice meal, meatballs, and some nice Brussels sprouts, and a nice salad, and some fresh melon. But I had snacked too much, and they had dinner ready so early that I wasn't hungry. I couldn't even finish my meal. That's terrible. I ate too many snacks at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. N6RO, K6MYC in the gap.
Yeah, fine. On your cow there. I have too many snacks at 4 a.m. with my night owl routine. High temperature, by the way, was 78. It was cloudy most of the day. When the sun came out, it popped up to 78, but it was mostly in the low 70s when the sun was not out. What else? Guess that's it. I got too many chores backed up and too many videos to watch that I didn't see over the weekend, so I'm always behind here. We'll see you tomorrow on that very high band, N6RO.
Okay, I guess you probably watched or will watch the Ryder Cup. Unfortunately, I guess the crowd was very unruly. I don't know why the crowd was so anti-American, but they were really negative, and they were yelling and booing and making noise when guys were trying to make putts and stuff. Judy was really disappointed in the American turnout in the gallery there. So I don't know if you heard that or saw that, but she wasn't happy with our support for the Ryder Cup people that were in the contest. I don't know why that would be, but there must have been some reason for it. Did you hear it at all?
No, I think I've recorded it. I haven't even gotten through the Labor Cup finals. So that's how far behind I are.
Yeah, well, no worries. You just mind and see if you get the same impression from the gallery that Judy got when she looked at the bits and pieces. She didn't watch the finals. I think this came up on the news somewhere where they showed how unruly the American crowd were to the Americans. Very undisciplined and impolite. So much for that. We'll talk more about the 902 stuff as time goes on. I'll try to keep you appraised of what we got planned. But if we can get enough grids on, you can make quite a score on that band with the. We could do a Saturday night thing like we've been doing. We can just add 902 there, and if we can get you 4 or 5 grids and 4 or 5 or 10 contacts, that would be quite a good score addition. Over.
Yeah. I'll think about 902. Not sure where to put it. It's pretty crowded on my little 50-foot tower, but we'll find a way. I'm not sure what other bands it might interact with.
It's pretty innocuous and it's pretty small. We have a small one, we have a 5-element, a 9-element, an 11-element, and a 17-element, I think a big long 17, and that's what I got a pair of here. So those, at this point in time, are still available. They have not been spoken for by anybody, but I got a pair of 17s with the power divider and everything that's already been up on my tower here. So, you know, they're not going anywhere unless somebody says, give me one of those, I'll take it. But I think Aaron right now is looking at getting the 11-element. We've got an ISP or something that we made at the plant. We used to make about $1,500 a month when coal mines were going strong because they use them in the coal mine. 900 seems to go around the tunnels of the coal mines the best of all the propagation. So we were selling about 1,500 antennas a month before Obama came along. Over.
Oh boy. Yeah, sounds interesting. I think I could probably squeeze it in on the existing tower. Probably 11 elements is about what I usually get. Not extremely long booms, but enough to make a noise. Okay, I got to get back in the house and start the recorder in 6RO.
Okay, good evening, Ken. Let's see if Rob's got anything for you. Rob?
Oh, I'm hearing Ken pretty good. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR.
Yeah. Hi, Rob. Hear you just as well as on this band as 22.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for being there.
Okay, good night, Ken. We'll see you tomorrow on 1296. Good night, Aaron. 73. Good night, Rob. K6MYC. Clear. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, good night, Mike. We'll catch you tomorrow on 1296. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.